Hello and welcome to 360 Sports on Trust TV. I am Emmanuel Fashimi. It's been a great one. I will be looking at a lot of stories on the world of sports on the program this morning, and it's a sporting weekend and it's a sporting time. Sporting actions all over in Nigeria, outside Nigeria, in Europe, and every other part of the world. The Euro is ongoing. Copa America just kicked off, and a whole lot of news coming from that region. You know, we normally start with our own, and we must begin from home front, where we have a lot to talk about when it comes to Nigerian sports. I have on the show this morning our in-house analyst, Noel Sampson, joining me on the show. Noel, welcome to 360 Sports on Trust TV. All right, let's move straight to athletics. Let's begin from that particular sport where one lady, experienced lady, I call her, when it comes to the 400 meter, that is a patient Okun George, says she is targeting the 4x400 meter, that is a 4x400 meter Olympic sport in Cameroon. We know that Cameroon will be the host venue for the African Athletics Championship in Douala, Cameroon precisely. And the last time out in Bahamas, we didn't have ladies in the 4x4 relay race, where Nigeria didn't have any representative. That was the only area we didn't go with any representative in Bahamas. But this time around, we have another opportunity, another window at the African Athletics Championship in Cameroon. And experienced Patience Okun George, by name, is actually saying, okay, she's targeting that particular sport, that ticket from the African Athletics Championship.
That's a good one, because they missed the trip to Bahamas due to some visa issues. So I think they are now using that momentum now to focus on this sport, the competition in Cameroon, and I believe they're going to do it because it's going to make them qualify for the Olympics. And every athlete, no matter either you're into you run, you do long jump, you play table tennis, or what, the peak of theirs is at the Olympics. So it's just like their World Cup. So they won't want to miss. And I believe what she said, she's experienced, very versatile, and she has been there for a good number of times. So I believe they are going to do us proud.
Okay, believe they are going to do us proud. Right, the Athletics Federation trials in Benin City, she was beaten in the 400 meter final by new champion Esther Ilo. I think despite that, she made the cut because the AFN president actually mandated all foreign athletes to come to Benin City for the national trials, and that was where she was part of the team that was selected by the AFN for this particular trip to Cameroon. This championship will have about 40 of them, and Toby Amuson is there. She's also going to Cameroon, but in this particular race, for Patience Okun George, she made the cut. What is our chances with the number of athletes we are going to in Cameroon?
Either we like it or not, when it comes to either athletics or football, anything in Nigeria, I think we have because of our population advantage, we have the advantage to go more and more in population. So I believe we have about 40 of them presenting us in a Cameroon. Then I believe about at least, if not all, 30 to 35 will be going to Paris.
Okay, we'll be going to Paris already. Most of them have qualified for the Paris Athletics Games. The African Championship is also a venue for us to use as to use it as a preparatory ground for the Paris Olympic Games. For Patience Okun George, she's optimistic that they are going to pick that slot, that ticket to Paris Games, the 4x400 meter mixed 4x400 meters relay team. That's the women's team. Let's see how that goes. All right, let's move away from athletics and go straight to the Teslim Balogun Stadium in Lagos, where the WTT contender event is ongoing. That is the World Table Tennis event. This event actually started in 2013, the number of years, and it has been a very key tournament for the Nigerian Table Tennis Federation. An exciting lady there, that is a win over of younger them, excite Fatima Bello. It was 3-2 in that fierce battle between these two Nigerian ladies who are doing so well when it comes to table tennis. And for Fatima Bello, beating your rival, beating somebody you look up to. Let me say, somebody at some point, when you are at par with your superior, you feel that that excitement, and that is what Fatima Bello is actually going to. That's why that game was so a very quite intense one. 3-2 it ended in favor of Fatima Bello.
I can just imagine how happy she is, because when you play against someone you're looking up to, and according to the African proverb, say wherever the elder is, the younger ones will come and meet he or she there. So it's a very good one for her that she's now in the next stage of the competition, and it's a very nice one for her. And the money at hand is for the prize winner, and money at hand is $80,000, so which is a very nice one. So I'm happy for her. So I just wish her luck, and we have other players there who are also contending to win the prize, which is $80,000. So it's not a small amount of money. So I think that is part of the money there is part of what is giving her that inspiration, that push to go further.
Okay, that push to go further is the $80,000 prize for this particular one, the WTT contender event going on in Lagos. Congratulations to Fatima Bello making it to the next round of that event, and actually is a ground for table tennis players to prepare themselves also for Paris Games. I love it. Well, I love it when it's going this way for Nigerian, at least for Nigerian players, either individual sports, what have you, for preparing themselves for the Paris Games. All right, let's leave Lagos and come back home. I come back to Abuja. Let's come back to Abuja. One game was played here in Abuja, and the other game in Lafia Township Stadium. That is the President FA Cup semi-final for the men, where the finalists have emerged, and it's going to be a battle of the Warriors. Abia Warriors to face Academy Warriors in the finals. The finals will come up here in Abuja at the Moshood Abiola National Stadium. And both games yesterday, in their various semi-final games, Academy and Abia Warriors, all games ended on a penalty shootout, and these two teams prevailed in those penalties. Now, these two teams will be playing final come on the 29th of June here in Abuja at the Moshood Abiola National Stadium.
It's going to be a very fantastic one. At least it's been a neutral ground where everybody comes to the federal capital to play this competition. And you can see from the different games they played, it all ended in a goalless draw then before heading to penalty. To show how intense and how prepared these players are. So Abia Warriors and Academy Warriors will be playing at the FA final. It's very fantastic. I can't wait for that to come, because for what I'm even predicting, I think it's going to end also to in a goalless draw. Probably the best team will win via penalty. Okay, the best team will win via penalty. Don't say because their semi-final games ended on a penalty. No, to show how prepared they are. Academy Warriors. It's going to be a very let me say it's going to be a double one for them, because they just got promoted back to the Nigerian Premier Football League, and now they are into the FA Cup final. That is the things I want to hear when you gain promotion. Maybe you were formerly in the top division, and some things happened, you got demoted down to the other division, and you are coming up here now, then showing that here you are back for good, not that you are coming back to the top team, then going back to the lower tier again. So it's a very good to show that yes, they are here, and I believe that is going to prepare them to do better at the final. But as I've said earlier, I'm saying that game is going to be a draw, then have a penalty shootout. Okay, penalty shootout for Academy Warriors. They're one of the oldest team in the Nigerian Premier Football in Nigeria when it comes to club matters. When it comes to club football in Nigeria, Academy Warriors are one of the oldest team in the country, and they've tested the victory of FA Cup. I think 4 times they won this particular competition. So let's see if they can actually win this one, because they also just got promoted back to the Nigerian Premier Football League, and it's going to be a sweet double victory for Academy Warriors if they can lift the title, the oldest competition in Nigeria, that is the FA Cup, at the end of the day. But let's see how it goes. They have
they have Abia Warriors to contend with in that final at the Moshood Abilana National Stadium here in Abuja. All right, let's leave that story quickly and let's go straight to the Glass House. Yesterday, the committee was inaugurated, and after that, one man is talking. The president of the Nigerian Football Federation, Alhaji Musa Gusau, has said yes, they are going to give the best possible treatment to the Super Sound Eagles. That's when we talk about beach soccer now. The committee was inaugurated yesterday, and now NFF president is saying, okay, they are going to they will treat the Super Sound Eagles like every other national team.
Yeah, this is also the talking stage. We need them to do it before we could believe everything, because the beach team, the
Super Sound
Eagles is quite. I don't think I know much of the players. Maybe probably 2 or 3 from the team, to show how they are not being the support being given to the Super Eagles is not being given to them also too. So I think it's a good one for the coach and for the NFF president, saying they are going to give equal support to the Sand Beach Eagles. But it's not about talking about it now; it's about doing it also too. So we just hope after the inauguration, in the next 5-6 months, we see what you said, if it's actually going to actualize what you just said.
Okay, if it's going to actualize what you just said. For the Super Sound Eagles, the team was disbanded at some point because NFF actually complained of paucity of fund. And the last time we had we participated in any beach soccer tournament was 2019 in Uruguay. That is the Beach Soccer World Cup, where we didn't win any game at all. Now, coming back, looking at this committee, what do you think the committee can actually do? Because the committee is saddled with the responsibility of making sure this team is up and running again. And now that by next month, the African Nations Cup qualifiers will be coming up.
Another thing is, one of the things I think they should do is to popularize the sport, not across all grants. I think most people are just mostly interested in the normal football. You just put on shoes and play football. Boots and play football. But I think they need to popularize also this particular beach soccer right from the grassroots, right from secondary schools and primary schools, where you can pick players. Because if you have to say number of individuals who can play beach football in Nigeria, I don't think we have much of them, because
Nigeria is full of talent.
Yeah, but it's not as pop. I don't think you
go to Lagos, you see them. Go to Babbage.
How many of them?
Go there.
Can you compare them to the
Cross River?
Can you
go to all the river and even here in Abuja? Go to Jabile.
Can you compare them to the number of players you have when you talk about those playing football?
No, go to Jabile. The game is, the sport is being played on natural sand, as in beach sand. Go to Jabile, but you go there to have fun.
Yes.
And you see people playing. So
but how many? That's
how many?
No, this is you have. Look at the Jabile you call that. You have a pitch separate for the football. You use normal boots, and that when you use
barefoot play on.
How many do you have? You can see
at least I visit that place. I see what
how
guys
many?
I do.
How many?
Even
That's
myself,
what I'm trying to
at some point I used to play there.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not popularized, so they need to popularize it. At least where you bring, not that you would just have a particular set of okay, these are the set of individuals that play. At least let there be competitive competition between
soccer league in Nigeria.
How active,
and to tell you, is in Kebbi State, in northern state for that matter. All right, let's leave that. Let's see what the committee will do. And now the NFF president has said they will treat that Super Sound Eagles like every other national team. Let's see how it goes. The African qualifiers is coming up, and for the first time, African country Seychelles will be hosting the Beach Soccer World Cup, and the qualifiers is bid for Egypt, and 7 other countries will be joining Egypt in that particular African Nations Cup. All right, let's leave that story and go straight to CAF. Let's go straight to Cairo, where that meeting will be held, will be going down today. That meeting will be held today. That is though it's a virtual meeting, but the decision for the WAFCON 2024 and 2025 AFCON dates would be decided in this meeting. Most usually the 2025 AFCON, because of the Club World Cup, the AFCON is coming up in Morocco, so a lot of meetings, modalities, logistics, what have you. A lot of meetings is ongoing to see if there's going to be a move, if there's going to be a move of date of that particular competition. You know, we normally have our Africa Cup of Nations in January, but because of the FIFA Club World Cup, they are trying to see if there can be a shift in date, at least maybe find another suitable time for the competition.
Yeah, we hope they still make that date with the date within the year of 2025, because I've actually heard that probably it's going to be after the World Cup. There's some of the rumors flying around, but I don't think we Africans want to wait that long before we go to another competition and play another AFCON. So I think they should just look for a date, probably if not January, probably during most of the leagues,
end of the season.
Yeah, most of the leagues are done with the season. Then if you can fix to that date, I think it will be fine. It will be fine for we to, because I actually can't wait to experience another AFCON, because Nigeria lost at the final to Ivory Coast. I want to go so that we'll just take revenge and win the competition.
And win the competition now that you don't have a coach.
We'll get a new coach. It's a small thing.
You get a new coach.
Yeah.
Are you part of the NFF?
I don't know. You can also be picked as one of the new coaches, as our coach.
Okay, but let's look at it this way. Is it that we can't really plan our calendar to suit, because every association, every footballing association of the world follows the FIFA calendar, and Morocco in a way is not really, they don't really want to shift ground for the date of the AFCON to be moved. So what do you possible way do you think this issue can be dealt with? Though that meeting is going to be a virtual meeting today, and I think solution will be provided. But before then, what do you think CAF can do to actually make all of this, the Women's Nations Cup and that of the Men's Nations Cup?
Yeah, actually, Morocco, I won't blame it, because probably it's something they planned ahead. Okay, so time is when we want this competition holds, and they've made modalities for that particular period. Now you are coming to tell them, because of the FIFA club, something that you want to take it for that. So I won't blame them, because probably they know they've planned ahead. Probably it's the CAF that doesn't know what they want actually. But I think with the meeting today, I don't want the competition to be taken to 2026. I want it to be within 2025, because I don't think Africans will want to wait that long after 2024, 2026 before you play another AFCON. So I think it should be within that month. Or probably they can speak to even FIFA if they can shift their house. If they can shift their looking forward.
The head of all.
It's not about negotiations. Okay, well, this is what we want, this is what we want. So if they can. So I think they should just the meeting. I believe the meeting today is going to end in a positive note. It's going to have a positive outcome. But I don't want that competition should be moved to 2026. I just want it
2026 is the year for the World Cup, and coming up in 3 countries, that is Canada, America, and Mexico. But let's see how it goes at the end of today's meeting. Definitely we'll have date for AFCON 2025 and the Women's Africa Cup of Nations. All right, let's leave that story and go straight to Euro. It was a fantastic game all over yesterday. Continue of Group B, and then the other Group C game yesterday in the Euro 2024. Well, this one, two giants met, 1-0 against Spain, and Slovenia against Slovakia. Okay, that's a mix-up. It was a 1-1. Denmark and England actually played a 1-1 in their own game. But let's quickly look at the game of. Let's quickly look at the game of Italy. Italy and Spain. It was 1-0 in favor of Spain against Italy, 2020 champions, and then Spain won. The last time they won this competition was in 2012. So yesterday's game actually showed that Spain, yes, they mean business in this year's Euro.
Either we like it or not, Spain was a better team yesterday. They had more of composure at their defense line, down to the midfield, down to the attack. So it was quite open, a clear stuff. Everybody could see that Spain were the better team. Although the Italians tried their possible best to make sure they could equalize the own goal they conceded, but it wasn't there. You can see Cucurella there, fantastic. He even won the man of the match yesterday. He's been everywhere. He's been going up and down. He's in great form. So you can see for everywhere the Spaniards were more composed, both at the defense at the middle and at the front also too. I think the issue the Italians have is that it seems they do not have a striker which they can rely on. But they tried yesterday, but the better team won yesterday.
Okay, the better team won yesterday, and for England and Denmark, fantastic game, 1-1. The other game between the Slovenia game is
Serbia.
between Serbia and Slovenia.
It was a late drama where at the 90, with 95
let's just say 95 plus.
Yes, because it was a corner.
Let's just say it's the last spot kick and whatever.
Everybody from the Serbia, including the keeper, everybody was like, okay,
was in that 80-yard box.
We no go agree today. And it was so fantastic. After immediately the
goal came in.
The cross came in. Jovic had scored the goal. It was immediately scored the goal. What are we playing again? Just to end the game. So it was if the game
that was the last.
That was just the last kick. That was the last kick of the game. So it was. These are the kind of the kind of surprises we're enjoying. That's why football is quite interesting. These are the kind of surprises. It's not over, except it's over.
Yes, until
yesterday was a pure example of it is not over until it's over.
And it's not over until it is over. But the game of England with all of the stars, though Denmark and one superpowers when it comes to football, but playing a 1-1 draw against England the yesterday game, were you expecting this scoreline?
No, I was expecting England to actually win, even though it's by 2-0 or 2-1. Not even. I'm going to draw it because you have the likes of Kane, Bellingham, Saka, Foden at the front, at those one holding the attacking powers of of the English national team. And these players are in their different teams. Saka in Arsenal is a king. Bellingham in Real Madrid is a baller. Foden won the best player in the English is the best player in the English Premier League. So in the English Premier League, so you can see how the powerhouse of England, they have good power, the good front line there, same as the defense and midfield. But still, it's football. The Danish players, the Danish, as you said, are actually a strong house when it comes to football, and they try their best, and it is a good result.
Okay, it's a good result. Let's go straight to Copa America. That game was played earlier as of this morning. Argentina is starting the 2024 Copa America in Group A on a bright note, beating Canada 2-0. Goals for the second goal came in from Lautaro Martinez in that game. All right, let's quickly take this transfer. Just one transfer on the show before we go, where Liverpool is keen on Real Madrid midfielder Adaguela, the young, fantastic Turkish player who made history at the Euro 2024. All right, that is where we'll be leaving it on the show. 360 Sportsman Samson, thanks for coming by on the show.
The pleasure is mine.
All right, that is it on the program. I am Emmanuel Fashimi. Say thanks for watching.